So good afternoon, good morning. Thank you for joining us from all over the Americas. We see some friends from Canada, from Brazil, from Mexico, of course, the US, Argentina. Thank you all. And we are here today to welcome Alberto Di Taddi, the co-founder of Leonidas Travel, who has prepared a beautiful little program for us. So Alberto, the screen is all yours.
Thank you. And I will share my presentation. So
Mhm. We will keep the question for the end in the Q&A.
that's right. Today, Giorgio will not be with me. So I'll answer all your questions, of course. So thank you, everybody, for attending this webinar. Today, I would like to introduce you to Gems and Pearls of the Adriatic. It's a study tour that we have planned for June 3rd throughout June the 10th. So 7 nights between Croatia, the southern part, Dalmatia, and Montenegro. We are doing it in cooperation with Sanctioning Vaarde, Adriatic Luxury Hotels, and the new one and only that will open in May in Porto Novi, Montenegro. So this is, let me tell you, this is an amazing and very luxurious itinerary that I am sure will stimulate your travel appetite. So what we are doing here is basically 2 nights at the new Palace Elizabeth in the island of Hvar. This is a brand new hotel opened last year. Some travel advisors were already with me at this hotel, and it's really amazing. And it's in the city center of the town of Hvar, and it's outstanding service, soundproof, a great location, and of course, 2 nights in the island of Hvar in June is going to be very much fun. Then 2 nights at the Excelsior in Dubrovnik, great location, few steps from the old town of Dubrovnik, and also this area has a lot of amusement for us in store. And of course, 3 nights at the new one and only in Porto Novi. Again, it's a new property, which I am sure will boost the request for Montenegro. We will base here for 3 nights. We will enjoy all the hotel facilities. We will learn all we need about enrichment, spa programs, all the restaurants. Will get a chance to experience all the restaurants of this amazing property. And let me tell you, one and only will be the sole property in Montenegro. So while we will be site inspecting other properties on our trip in Croatia, we will be focusing on this property and, of course, on discover the wonders of Montenegro. Now, this is going to be, of course, for the reason you well know, this is going to be a small group of 6 travel advisors, plus me and another representative that will be travel with us. So a total of 8 participants. The selection will be based on your sales and many other information. I'll explain more about it later on. But yes, it's a small group of 8 people, and that's of course to keep uh, to keep up with the safety protocols. Vaccination is on the way, but still we are not sure of the situation in June, so I want safety first. And we will have 2 current driver at disposal throughout our experience. Same drivers all the way from Split to Montenegro during the land portion of this trip, of course. Drivers are an important aspect of this trip because I have to keep the travel advisor away from the driver because they all fall in love with our drivers. They are very fun, English speaking. They are very good companion. We will have two Mercedes V class, the new V class, and of course all the safety protocols will be followed. Also, this itinerary is partially land and partially sea. So uh, we will be transferring by private boat in several occasions. We will take a boat trip to explore the islands of Dalmatia, and June is the perfect time. It's not that crowded yet. The weather is always lovely, so it's going to be quite a nice combination of sea and land excursion. Of course, the travel itinerary that I will explain now will give you the idea of the location that we will visit, and of course, I will send the travel itinerary together with the application form for the fun trip right after the webinar presentation. And of course, I remain at your complete disposal for any further information you might need. Although the application form is very detailed, I suggest please read it carefully and also together with the travel itinerary. Now, the land we are going to explore, we will start this trip in Split. Um, and we will, as I said, spend 2 nights in the island of Hvar. So upon your arrival in Split, we have a little surprise to entertain our morning and early afternoon. After that, we will be transferred by private boat to island of Hvar, and we will check in at the Elizabeth Palace. We will enjoy the island, and then we will sail to discover other islands and other properties in the Dalmatia, along the Dalmatia coast, including Cortula, for example. And so we will explore the southern part of Croatia together with Montenegro. So once we will checking at Porto Novi, we will be in Montenegro, and from this wonderful property of one and only, we will explore the inland of Montenegro, and of course the famous Boca Bay. Now, this is really important. You have several options to book your flights. I would recommend you fly into Split and out of Dubrovnik. It would be ideal if you could manage to fly into Split in the morning, so you won't be missing our private lunch and cooking class demonstration on a private terrace over the Diocletian Palace in Split. And I would recommend you fly out of Dubrovnik, but you also have the option of flying out from Tivat Airport or Podgorica. Dubrovnik would probably be the best connected airport for your international flights. And as I said, the first, you will be arriving into Split, hopefully in the morning. We will wait for everybody before we sail to Hvar, of course, but we want to enjoy the morning and an early afternoon in Split with some amusement, some cooking class demonstrations, so you can get a sip of Split, of course. And then, as I said, we will proceed to the island of Hvar. We will be checking in at the Elizabeth Palace, and we have many amazing experiences in store for you. Of course, we will be doing site inspection of the sister properties of Elizabeth Palace, such as Hotel Adriana and other new properties that are open now in the island. So it will be, of course, it will be a lot of leisure, but I know if you take this trip, you want to learn a lot, and it will be a great opportunity for you to learn more about this amazing destination. And of course, on the way to Dubrovnik, we'll also have the chance to explore the island of Korčula together with the Pelješac Peninsula. Also here we have great experiences, some Michelin restaurant experiences. We will be touring the island and also the Pelješac Peninsula, which is one of the best wine region of Croatia. No, and of course we will make it to Dubrovnik, where we will check in at the Hotel Excelsior, and we will spend 2 nights there, and we'll have the chance to explore the area and do some fun things also in Dubrovnik until we get to Montenegro. As I said, we will check in at the one and only, and for 3 nights. It will give us a lot of time for leisure, but also to explore this this amazing corner of the world. Now, as I said, after the webinar presentation, I will be sending you the itinerary. It is still a tentative itinerary. It may change, but not dramatically. So, and also the application form. I would really ask you to read the itinerary carefully and also the application form, because there are some details about the difficulties of the tours. So you will have to accept all the terms and conditions we have put in the application form. Now, the application form must be submitted to me, and I will provide you with my email address by March 22nd. You will receive a confirmation after we review your application together with the hotel partners. You will receive the confirmation by March 26th. So I think you will have enough time to book your flights and still get a good deal. The payment, the final payment for the fun trip, if you are selected, is by April 5th. The amount is 1,650 euro, which can also be paid by credit card, by bank transfer, or it can also be paid in US dollar at a fixed exchange rate. Now, let me tell you that 100% penalty applies if you cancel after April 5th, unless we are able to replace you with another travel advisor. We are doing this, you know, because we want to make sure that when you confirm your participation, there won't be any change of mind, to respect, of course, those who will not be selected. Of course, according to the COVID situation, if there should be any border closure, anything related to COVID-19, you will get 100% refund. This is no question. Of course, let me tell you that Leonidas Travel will not be responsible for any flight cancellation, flight disruption, or any repatriation needed. So it's important that you purchase your travel insurance, and also if you have some particular issue, that you have also a medical coverage. Now, about the accommodation, remember, no guests are allowed, so no spouses are allowed on this fun trip. The room is single use only. It's double room, but single use only. Remember, there could be some limitation on the common area. For example, maybe the buffet breakfast might not be available, but of course we are talking of great properties, and they have already managed last summer to deal with this. and clients had no complaint. Also, in the itinerary, you will see we have planned some other site inspections so that we'll have an overview of all of other properties, except in Montenegro, where I said one and only is the sole property. Of course, if you are interested in site inspecting other properties, I cannot force you not to do it, but of course, it will not be included in this itinerary. As I said before, we have two Mercedes V-Class and two excellent driver at disposal throughout this trip. Um, just be assured that the sanification will be done on a daily basis. So just if you see the driver cleaning the car constantly, hope you don't mind and you understand why he's doing it. Of course, if mask is required, all the participants are required to wear mask. We will not be easy on a safety measure to protect each of us. Of course, all our vehicles will be equipped with PPI equipment, so mask will be available. Although I always recommend, to take your own mask. And of course, all these protocols will be clearly showed in the vehicles and in our boats. For the tour, I just want to make sure that, we will still keep social distancing a little bit. We will be distancing and for our group headset during guided tour are will be mm, compulsory. If you have your own headphones, I would recommend you bring it with you. And of course, we might change the itinerary in order to prioritize less crowded hours when we are touring particular sites or a museum or archaeological site. So again, safety is going to be our first priority, but it's going to be quite easy. We have been practicing last summer quite successfully. Of course, as I said, the application form needs to be sent to me at alberto@leonidastravel.com, and of course you have all the dates, the deadline to present the application form, and I really hope to see many of it, and again, together with the hotel partners, we will select carefully the participants. I wish I could do it for more than six travel advisors, but of course, we'll see in the future. We are planning many more. Also, Dominique will have to join sooner or later, right, Dominique?
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Just sit back, relax a little bit. This is just a view of what this trip would look like. So again, the town of Var, amazing, with the Pakleni Islands, with the Pakleni archipelago on the horizon, and we'll do some inland touring. We have also a private dinner in an abandoned village, which is quite charming. We might be lucky enough to see some lavender fields in the island of Quard. We'll do a lot of wines. Dominique knows what I mean, but I'm a wine lover, so we'll be visiting amazing wineries, and we'll experience some local cuisine, some typical and local cuisine. We'll site inspect, as I said, other properties, enjoy their Michelin restaurants in amazing location, and of course, um, so we will also site inspect some villas that are brand new and are quite quite nice for you to see, because I'm sure you have the right clients for this kind of accommodation. As I said, wineries, off the beaten track tours, oyster tasting, private lunch, just for us. It's going to be very much fun, of course, and some local experiences. You will have the chance to meet with our locals, which is the key of Leonidas travel success. Really, we work with people that do what they do with great passion, and I'm sure you will notice it and enjoy it very much. So a lot of cooking. I am Italian, I'm very picky about food, as I always say, but here in Croatia, I have no complaint, and the ingredients are always so fresh. They remind me much of my grandmother cuisine. So, and again, some villas, uh, wineries, amazing landscapes, and of course, here is Montenegro, the Lady of the Rock, Paris, Kotor. It's going to be quite enjoyable, and of course, you'll see all of it in the itinerary I'll send you. Feel free to contact me if you have any question, and that's it. Uh,
Thank you. Thank you,
I'm
Alberto.
sure, I'm sure you. I wanted to leave some time for question that I'm sure you might have.
Mhm.
So here I am.
No? So I think Karen, you wanted to ask, just I'm looking at the Q&A first. Patricia, what will be the COVID protocol? But I think you have already answered, huh? No?
Mhm.
Lisa, you want to know, do US citizen require a visa?
No, you no longer you are not longer need a visa for Croatia. So Croatia is in the EU, and also for Montenegro there is no issue, no problem.
Mhm. Karen, you're asking, are you requiring all guides and drivers to be tested right before handling clients?
Absolutely, absolutely. That will be absolutely. I'm not getting in trouble with travel advisor. Trust me. It's not the reputation I want you to remember me for.
Mhm. So back to the fan trip that you're offering, Kathy is saying it's a great tying to the with the ASTA conference. Huh?
Yes, that's right.
So I have a question. Do that this trip looks fantastic. Is it something clients probably would enjoy doing, or you feel it's too a little too fast the pass, or it's actually something everyone could
It,
sell to their
it's
clients?
compare, and I know we have some age travel advisor here who have already participated to our previous farm trips. Compared to the previous farm trips, this is much more leisure. This is much more similar to what your clients would do. More enjoyable. The distances is not that much, and it will be covered uh, partly by land and partly by boat, and that's by private boat. That's what they would what clients usually do in the southern part of Croatia and Montenegro.
Mhm. So do we have any other question? I think it was a different webinar today where you're putting together an itinerary for our travel advisor. But as I said, it's definitely a great itinerary for
I don't
clients.
know.
And
I'm,
maybe
I'm
follow up. You might want also, unless somebody had asked, but you might want to price it also maybe for clients, or because I do believe it's very attractive. It's a nice
Yes,
combination.
I mean, this would be around for a couple. This would be around 12,000 euro.
Mhm.
Uh, so that's quite. It's very ultra lux, and really, it's the best accommodation. I know some of you might also want to visit Villa Dubrovnik, for example, in Dubrovnik, and I am managing with my dear friend Ivan now, that has taken a new position there to possibly have time for a lunch there. Again, what I would recommend is, once we are at One and Only, we have, and you will see it in the program, we have in the itinerary, we have a lot of thing. It's a new property, so they really want you to experience it. So we will have yoga. courses in the morning. We'll have spa treatment. After that, some of you can join me to visit some wineries nearby. So it's going to be very, very informative, but rejuvenating, I would say.
It
And
looks
after
like
and after all these lockdowns and restrictions, I'm sure you also, you want to be spoiled a little bit.
yeah, a VIP itineraries, huh? No, no.
Oh, very much VIP, absolutely.
Francine, good morning, because I know you're in California. How many people do the private boat transfer carry?
Well, that Pershing would carry up to 12 people, but it's going to be 8 of us plus the skipper and the captain. So we will have plenty of space. It's June, so we'll stay in the deck. We'll set up the tables. You don't have to stay in the cabin. So absolutely, it's spacious enough, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, but maybe you were asking Francine overall for clients in general, huh? Probably.
Yeah, well, but of course, Leonidas travel according to the number of people and to their budget can provide you with different model of speedboat and a small yacht or yachts, of course.
Mhm, mhm. Pascal, you said having been to Croatia in 2016, it warms my heart to see your itinerary, including Var and Corcula. What would be the off-season recommendation?
The odd season recommendation. Well, June again, as I said, it's not still crowded. It's not like August, so I'm up for having an aperitif at the Carpe Diem, for example, in the Pacleni Islands, or taking a private lunch in a secluded cove along the Pacleni Islands, or as I said, also exploring the inland would be quite nice and not crowded at all. So
Mhm.
it will be all at our disposal, I would say.
Yeah. But what are the official off-season? Because June starts to be kind of the
I
season.
don't know. The official art season for the island of Kvara is July and August,
Mhm,
for sure. For Cortula is different. Cortula is a more sophisticated island, and usually September is totally fully booked. But it's also because it has only small boutique hotel compared with Kvar, which has some big hotels and some very luxurious five-star hotel like um, Elizabeth Palace.
yeah. Eddie, how is asking, how is this area suitable for destination wedding and wellness retreat?
Well, the spa, either at the Elizabeth Palace, at the Excelsior, and one and only, you will see uh, all the spa are just amazing. And for the other question was about
The wedding
honeymoon.
destination wedding. I think the one and only looks perfect
Yeah,
for wedding. Huh?
wedding destination. I mean, really, those are the hot destination of Croatia and of course Montenegro. Now there are new hot destination like Istria in the northern part of Croatia, which I think is a great wedding destination because in the countryside you have a lot of Tuscany style boutique hotels or estate where you could do a buyout and celebrate a wedding. But yes, definitely Kvara, Korčula, and Dubrovnik. Also, Dubrovnik is a wedding destination. I mean, the pictures you can take in that area are just stunning, and of course, also the Boca Bay area, great wedding destination. So for weddings, this is really the very top of the selection in Croatia and Montenegro.
And Alberto will be sending the recording and have all the information to everyone. So if you have more questions, of course, you can ask Alberto. One more, Cathy, how many days do you recommend on Corcula Island? In general,
Well,
the fun trip, huh?
yeah, well, I see that 3 nights in Cortula are fine, but European like people from UK, for example, they like to spend there a week and more.
Mhm.
Usually, for our international travelers from US or Brazil, 3 nights is fair enough.
Mhm. Helen, you do asking, do you typically plan trips that include children? So in general, huh? Not for your fun trips.
Yes, I mean, Croatia is perfect for kids because you have 1,600 islands, so you can leave your kids in one island and run away. I mean, it's amazing. No, no, you have, no, I'm kidding. I have one. I don't ever do that. But
Fish
no,
market, huh?
really, no, no, but compare with Italy, for example, which can be more difficult when you're visiting art cities like Venice. Traveling with your kids might be quite, quite difficult. Croatia has a lot of national parks, a lot of outdoor activities. You can do a combination of villa rental and speedboat or yacht rental. So you can do, maybe 4 nights on a villa, 4 nights on a yacht, and that's just amazing. Especially now, where you want to create a bubble around your family, those products are great, and they abound in Croatia and in Montenegro. So yes, absolutely, uh, families are um, uh, very welcomed in Croatia.
Mhm. Thank you, Alberto. So I don't see any more questions. Thank you,
I
Lisa.
will al- I will also give you all the information about entering Croatia. And Lisa, don't worry, I will tell you exactly.
Mhm.
I mean, you don't need the visa, but I will provide you the link for the correct information so that you can uh, um, stay assured.
Mhm. Francine has one more question. The program, the fun trip, the itinerary you just mentioned today, could it be used for multi-generation?
Oh yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
See, I'm like you, Francine. I think it's a great product to sell the client, what you just show us.
No, definitely.
Perfect,
It's
perfect.
of course according to the budget, but yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
Uh, and we 8 of us will be like a multi-generational family. So um, yeah, I will escort you like you were my family. So
Oh, that's very nice. Huh? All right, I don't see any more questions. So thank you all for joining us today. Thank you very much, Alberto, for this program that you're putting together for our travel advisor and also for them to sell to their clients. Huh? This video will be available on our YouTube channel. So thank you if you have not subscribed yet. Thank you for doing it. At 2 p.m. today, if you have the time, we'll invite you to join us for COVAC Global, which is a solution for repatriation. I don't know, Alberto, actually, you could also, if you
I
wanted,
applied for it. I'm really curious to learn more about it.
voilà, because it's really interesting. And I think it's a peace of mind for clients traveling abroad and not wanting to wonder what happened if we are positive and we don't want to spend 14 days somewhere or in a hotel we didn't choose. So this is a great webinar, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then I think, and if you wanted to meet directly with Alberto, we have this new marketing concept that we call Let's Connect 365. And then you can take an appointment. His schedule is up. You just go to letsconnect.com and you can file Alberto and his calendar. And you're all on the Dominique Debet platform. Voilà.
It's a great way to connect, really. It's 2 weeks now that we are using this, and really anytime. But of course, if you want to give me a phone call, I'm always available. But that way, Dominique, was just amazing.
Oh,
Thank you
thank you.
to
We have
you
a
and
lot
your
of
staff.
compliment. We just started, so I don't know if everybody has received our email mentioning it, but we just started with this
I
concept.
will I will include also the link in my follow-up. So if anyone would like to set up the appointment, absolutely, I'll be happy.
Perfect.
Hope
So
to see you.
we love
Hope to
you
see
all.
you in Internet
Please.
soon, Monique. Thank you,
Thank you. Buenas tardes, buenos dias. It's not
everybody.
always afternoon for everyone, but it's a pleasure to have you with us again. And we'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Hope to see you soon in Croatia and Montenegro.
Yeah.